Welcome back, players and trainers. It's your boy, the Blazin Squid, with another episode of Squid Ocean, where we team build for our LDL opponents. And this week, we're up against an old-time rival, also known as Andrew Richard Court, I believe his name is. Whatever, his name is not important. It's True3, his nickname. He is the captain of the Nottinghamshire Venusaurs, and his current record is 2-4, but that's nonetheless why we should underestimate him. But he does have a pretty scary team. He has Mega Beedrill, Metagross, Hydreigon, Suicune, Infernape, Venusaur, Gigalith, Ampharos, Crocodile, Chandelure, and Aerodactyl. It has some pretty scary mons in there. Some of my mons from last season, such as Crocodile and Infernape, were huge time members of mine, and they got kind of snatched up this season. I'm glad they found a good home. But let's kind of jump into our team. We are bringing the Jirachi Heliolisk, his first time appearance. It's going to be amazing. Arcanine, Tapu Bulu, Manaphy, and Zygarde. Alright, so I'm going to start off with Zygarde because that's where I left off. Zygarde is going to be holding 1,000 arrows, extreme speed, toxic, outrage, choice band, jolly, with 236 in speed. It's a jolly nature, I mentioned that already. 236 in speed, 252 attack, and 20 just in HP, just to slap it somewhere. The reason I am going jolly choice bandit because he doesn't have that many fast mons. Like 95 base will outspeed. His two fastest mon are Mega Beedrill, which is gonna be ridiculously high. It's about like 145. Followed by Aerodactyl. Aerodactyl can't hit us with anything hard except for like Ice Fang, but he has some nice backthrow bulk to it. Zygarde, so he could eat it and kill it with 1,000 arrows, maybe. Then it kind of comes down to Infernape. Same. I was figuring Infernape gets Ice Punch, but it doesn't get Ice Punch, so it's good news for us. Plus, we resist his Fire Stab thanks to being a Dragon type. Close combat is gonna hurt, but we can live it as well as long as we have our full HP. And then it comes down to like Hydreigon at 98. Something else we can also check, but then everything else, it's Crocodile at 92, and we outspeed, and like just choice banded like extreme speed hurts, like choice banded 1,000 arrow hurts, choice banded outrange hurts. Like if you just get rid of most of the mons, like Metagross doesn't want to be taking 1,000 arrows, Venusaur doesn't want to take an outrage, and Brennan doesn't want to take an outrage. It hits so hard, like so damn hard. And as long as you have rocks up to get that residual damage, you should be set. Next up is Manaphy. Manaphy is also going to be pretty fast mon. It's going to be in the 244 timid, 252 mod. It's not modest, it's timid. 252 in special attack, and the 12 in defense. It's gonna have Dazzling Gleam for Hydreigon, so we will outspeed Hydreigon by 1 point, which is amazing as long as it's not Scarf. We take it out with the Dazzling Gleam, guaranteed. Energy Ball for Suicune, because we have nothing that can really hit the Suicune for super effective. Plus, Energy Ball can hit like Crocodile for super effective. It hits Suicune, Crocodile, Gigalith. I think that's about it, just for those ones really specifically. Scald is just for that nice stab. If we can get a burn, like in case we're up against like a Metagross, I would love a potential burn on Metagross, since Clear Body does not allow Arcanines to intimidate, to kind of diminish it a bit. So Scald is there for that reason. We are slapping a Waterium Z just to have that extra boost. Like if I want to predict something and like want a huge damage off, that Waterium Z is going to put in work. And Psychic for Venusaur, because Venusaur is a potential check to Manaphy. I was kind of stuck between Ice Beam and Psychic, but at the end of the day I kind of went for Psychic because Metagross kind of resists the Ice Beam, even though Ice Beam is super effective on like Aerodactyl, but then I have Scald, which is also Stab, so that's fine. Crocodile, it's super effective Ice Beam, but I have Scald as well, and I have Energy Ball. Venusaur, Ice Beam is super effective, but Psychic also super effective. Infernape, same thing. Infernape, Psychic is super effective to Scald. Suicune, Energy Ball, we have that for it. Ice Beam on like Hydreigon, yeah. But then Metagross kind of resists, and then we have nothing, and then that's why kind of like Scald comes in and does that work. With that said, let's jump into Tapu Bulu. We're bringing back Tapu Bulu. Get that grassy terrain, get that nice health recovery back. We are rocking with the Rock Slide, Zen Headbutt, Wood Hammer, and Superpower. Jolly Nature. We are rocking how much in speed? I think. I know we can't outspeed Mega Beedrill, but I'm not letting that stop me. I'm putting it at 212, which is just enough to outspeed every other mon. Not barring its Scarf, but we do outspeed like Hydreigon, we outspeed Infernape, all those other his next tier mons. Did I outspeed? I don't think I outspeed Aerodactyl, so I didn't consider it at all. But yeah, Rock Slide just flinches. We can get some flinches up in there. That'll be nice. Zen Headbutt, same thing, flinches. Zen Headbutt is super effective to like Venusaur, Infernape, Mega Beedrill. I think that's about it. Wood Hammer just to it's Kid Oko, Suicune, Oko, Crocodile. It gets huge damage off on anything else. Like I think Metagross takes about like 35% from this. So imagine that plus like chip damage from rocks. That is great. That is great. And we do have the superpower for like I don't even know why I'm carrying superpower. I just for Hydreigon because he resists all my other my stab with at least Wood Hammer. He has no physical fairy stab. Just gets Dazzling Gleam, but it's not gonna do as much because I am not investing in special attack. But it is a 212 Jolly, 252 attack, and 44 into HP to kind of help out with that leftover recovery from the grassy terrain. Next up, I do have my boy Arcanine, which did get a lot of sweet 2 weeks ago. It did put in work last week. It's just, I'm loving this mod. But we are running with a Jolly set to outspeed Infernape. As mentioned, we are carrying the Intimidate to kind of dwindle down his what type mons? I said Intimidate. Oh, for Infernape and Crocodile, Mega Beedrill as well. Will-O-Wisp just to kind of cripple the Mega Beedrill if I can predict it. It gets residual damage off on potential mons like Suicune. We have Morning Sun. I am loving Morning Sun. That recovery it's important. Like when it comes to like predicting and getting your mons back to full when you need to, it's Morning Sun comes in handy. We have the Crunch for the Chandelure, because it does have the it has that flash fire, so it can take up any fire hits, but then we can hit it back with a nice Crunch for super effective damage. And we have Burn Up with those that do not know, that is a new move that was introduced this gen with if you're a fire type, you have the chance to lose that typing, and I don't know what typing you become. It's not even normal, it's just like mystery really, but you do lose that. So imagine if we get a Burn Up against like a Metagross as he goes for an Earthquake. Now it's not super effective, like we're fine. Same thing with Croc, like get that Intimidate plus a Burn Up. Now we lose our thing. If it's not Scarf, that's great, and now like we're in a really good position to where we can have a free Willow or a free Morning Sun. Its spread is going to be at 236 into its speed, 252 into HP, and 20 into defense. Even Burn Up has enough to Oko the Mega Beedrill. Next up, Heliolisk. Heliolisk is like one of my most important mons this week. Heliolisk. If I get rocks up, Heliolisk can basically sweep. Man. Because it does like 98% to a Croc as long as it's not holding like a Pashu Berry or an Assault Vest, a Hyper Voice for that nice stab, Dark Pulse for Chandelure, but at the same time I do have Surf, and I also have Dark Pulse for the potential Metagross. And we have Thunderbolt, which would do a butt ton to Suicune. We have seen Andrew run a Calm Mind Suicune set, and after one Calm Mind, our Life Orb Thunderbolt still does over 50% to this. which is ridiculous. Plus, we have the dry skin, so we can absorb any water moves like Skull that he might want to throw at us. He is forced to go for the ice beams. Hopefully we get no freeze hacks. That's about it. But other than that, like Heliolisk, I do see putting in a lot of work. It's just gonna be an offensive threat to Andrew's team. I am looking forward to this. I'm like, it's a reason why I kind of drafted it. I drafted Vikaball. I traded Vikaball for this guy because like Heliolisk has that 109 base speed I need, plus 109. It's not 140 base special attack like Vikaball, but it is 109, so it's potentially nice as well, and it's gonna put in work holding that life orb. It is just a potential 252 special attack, but 252 timid set to outspeed Infernape. As long as it doesn't carry Mag Punch, we are good. And then we have our boy or girl, whatever you want to determine it, Jirachi, timid, choice scarf, same thing. That 244, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, or 236 in speed, 244, 252 special attack, holding the sidekick, U-turn, stealth rocks for that hazards we really need this week, and energy ball. Sidekick hits almost about everything pretty hard. It's gonna be hitting the Venusaur hard, and Infernape pretty hard, Mega Beedrill pretty hard. Energy ball is going to be hitting like Suicune pretty nicely. It's going to be hitting Suicune, Croc pretty nicely, Gigalith pretty nicely, Stealth Rocks, you know, we already talked about that, and U-turn for momentum. I like momentum in my favor, especially when we have a choice scarfer, and if we can't reveal our choice scarf late game, it can help, and like it can really just wreck, putting that work we need. But with that said, that is my team for Andrew in week 7 of LDL. For those, I don't think I've ever explained what LDL stands for, but LDL does stand for the Lonely Draft League, brought to you by TLTPG, which are in the link below. We have daily tournaments and whatnot, but I'm not gonna keep yapping on blah 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 blah. Sheesh. Okay, you know what? You know what the drill is, guys. If you're a trainer, hit that like button. If you're a hater of Squid Nation, hit that dislike button. And if you're a player, hit that subscribe button. But with that said, I love you guys. You're amazing. Stay blazing. Squid out.